What's up, Addie? How's it going in Mexico? What's up, good people? We got a good topic for tonight. I'm over here at the Marriott. Just finished up a spear meeting. What it is, I've been waiting for you all week. I know, right? I'm sorry I haven't been around much lately. We've been getting some new people into the rotation, getting everybody trained up to spread the good news, share the message, bring the light. Thursdays and Fridays. So we got 2 days together. I'm excited you guys are all here. Look at this place, beautiful. I'm gonna channel some of these good vibes to you guys right now. So welcome back to the family. This is the tribe for saving the world. And we're gonna explore everything that means and continue to grow and learn and heal together, become better versions of ourselves, and explore the mysteries that they didn't teach us in school. You know what I'm saying? Dude, we're about to, maybe we should do a time travel exercise tomorrow on past life, do a past life regression. Maybe that'll be what we'll do, because that sounds fun. That sounds super fun. Yeah. All right, I can already tell that's what we got to do tomorrow. So, Tonight, what we're talking about is what is truly sexy. Like, what is that really? Because we live in a society that's hypersexualized, right? We see movies, advertisement, TV everywhere. We got like porn everywhere. We just got all this like sexual images thrown at us all the time. Just inundated from when we're young, right? And like, girls are taught that if you want to get love and approval from males, you need to be sexy. And guys are taught that, I think so. Guys are taught that, if you want to get approval from women, if you want to be, loved, then you need to be strong and masculine. Like, that's your version of sexy. Like, you just need to be a jacked bro. And it totally is in the eye of the beholder. And I also think that there are some specific things that are super sexy and true to themselves. Exactly. I think there are some very specific things that I've noticed that I find most attractive to me, and that I've noticed other people respond to in me, and everyone has different opinions. It's totally true. But like, true sexuality, to understand what that really is, what is that attractive force that when somebody walks in a room is exciting, that you just notice them, you can turn and you feel them. And so all these things you're mentioning, right? Impeccable with your word, true to yourself, like, this is all signifying like integrity, personal power, that you're real, that you're honest, right? So these things are definitely elements of it. But I also feel that one of the biggest things is being available. Like, and I don't mean available in the sense that you're open to date anybody, anytime, hook up with anybody, anywhere. No, I don't mean available like that. I mean available to experience. Available to have an experience. Like, most people are, when they're out socializing, are in a closed space where they're on their phones. Like, I was at this restaurant today, right? And we were just looking across these people, and they weren't even talking. They're just on their phones the whole time. And like, I could see the girl was looking at the guy, and she was kind of like, dude, is he ever gonna like look up? And it wasn't like he was doing anything important. I mean, I kind of like glanced, and he was just scrolling the Facebook feed, just scrolling the Facebook feed. And so to like have these powerful like the best experiences, yeah, exactly, is being emotionally available to have that experience. That is like, what is the sexiest thing, where like someone can notice you and you can play with the energy that goes back and forth between you two, and maybe just a glance or an acknowledgement, right? But if you're not open to that at all, which so many attractive people are not, because they're closed down, because they think they need to live in this way where they shut out the outside, that is the most unsexy thing ever, right? What is sexy really? Sexual is energy that promotes life, energy that makes us feel alive, energy that makes us feel good inside, right? Like, everybody wants to feel sexy because everyone really just wants to feel like that magnetic presence and that aliveness that we're all seeking. So when somebody, yeah, right, exactly, it tickles, totally. It's like that great feeling when you're 17, you got that crush. You guys remember that feeling? I remember that feeling. You're just like out of control, right? But it feels so good. And so like, well, asexuality is interesting because what I'm talking about doesn't even matter what your orientation is. Sexual energy is a force of the universe, is a creative force. I love I got the tree right behind me. This is dope. Sexual energy is a force in the universe that we can create from. It's the raw material of our greatest work. So when you're an artist, you're taking your sexual energy that might be otherwise in like a relationship and devoted to a relationship, and your art becomes your relationship. You channel all that energy into your art. Or some artists are so inspired by the love that they feel and the erotic passion that they feel that they channel it into their art. So it can go both ways. But true sexuality, yeah, like sometimes your art has to become your wife for a period of time. You know what I mean? Like you have to marry that like creative process and like fall in love with it. Because if you don't, you'll probably give up. If you're not in love with your creative process, you'll probably give up before you're ready to bring your greatest gifts out to the world. Because I certainly have like given up at periods of time because I didn't love deeply enough, right? So, but back to the whole thing about what is really sexy. I think availability is at the top of the list, of being open to emotional experiences and emotional interactions, and being willing to stand in the unknown. See, this is the other thing about sexual experiences. You ever remember when the really sexual experience you've had, you don't know what's going to happen next, and that's why it's so freaking exciting, right? Like you don't know, and you don't have control, and you don't need control, and you don't want control. Because you're willing to trust in the unknown, and you're willing to let it unfold naturally. That is exhilarating. That is exciting. That is what it is all about. What it is, Apollo. Good to see you on here, my man. We're talking about what is truly sexy. And if I know one thing that's truly sexy, it's the man who just signed on to this Periscope. So we're just talking about emotional availability and how sexy that is, and how being open to have a meaningful experience and how letting go of control is sexy, right? Like being willing to keep eye contact with somebody. Like here's a big one for me, right? You ever notice how quick people are to look away when you look at them? Like when I walk down the street, I look at people in their eyes. Every one of them. Not all the time. I'm not like staring people down, you know what I mean? But if they're kind of looking in my direction, I look at their eyes. And if they make eye contact, I don't break eye contact. It's always them who are the first to break eye contact. And anybody, yeah, you know, right? And we have such a neurotic society. Dude, the society is so sick. People are so crazy right now. We have to make them uncrazy. And the way we make them uncrazy is we love people and we look them in their eyes and we remind them it's safe to feel. Right? So when I walk down the street, I look at people in their eyes. Just stare them down. Yeah, and then look like you're the weirdo, but really they're just awkward and have forgotten how to interact as human beings. So when I make eye contact with people, I almost want to challenge them to see if they're able to stay in that unknown space. Because you notice how intimate eye contact is? Like it's intimate. You see into someone's soul for a period of time. You have that brief glimpse into the window of the soul, because we have something called mirror neurons. And when you make eye contact, you're actually, for a moment, experiencing what they're experiencing because of mirror neurons. Yeah, it's so sad that they get offended. Why would they get offended? And actually, let me break this down even further. Thank you. That was such a good point you just made, because let me explain why people get offended by eye contact. Primitive primates, yeah, it's cultural, but it's primitive primates who have not yet opened some of their higher chakras, some of their higher centers, right? Take eye contact as a challenge coming from a place of the territorial circuit. So primitive primates are like, oh, this is my parking garage. Oh, why you look at me, right? It's like that. It's a territorial challenge to our ancient primitive brain. But in reality, now that we're evolving and we're growing spiritually, we're growing into our mature, like full spiritual selves, we can realize that the eyes are the window to the soul, and eye contact is, before language, the way to get to know someone, and you can feel them already. You can start off feeling somebody. So imagine before you go into a conversation, imagine you just start off feeling them. And imagine you took like 10 seconds before you said something and you just looked in each other's eyes. You would get so much information and you would have so much of a different interaction, but that's just awkward, isn't it? That's just too awkward. Nope, can't just look at somebody. We've got to always talk. So, that's fun. So, with eye contact, right? That's a big one. Don't break eye contact, right? I think our job is like part of, yeah, dude, it's just everything, right? Everything that's unspoken comes to the surface when there's just eye contact and no words. And, you know, I think we fear ourselves. And so because we fear ourselves, we fear that silence with another person. At least we can get over that fear, but that's something that we all kind of start out with because of our social programming. So as we're saving the world, as we're, you know, continuing to evolve, I think our job, all of us who are here, is to make eye contact and remind people it's okay. And let people have that space to feel. And have that space to have an experience. And it's, you know, dealing with the emotional world is a whole world in and of itself. And people who understand that world are sexy. People who are willing to go in and explore that world of emotions and admit that they have feelings are sexy, right? And by doing that, you have a certain magnetism, and there's a certain energy that you will hold as you continue to do that. Like, okay, you see like kind of robotic people, like people who are very mental, and you see them walking, and you notice in their body language they're like very mechanical, like they're not really moving, they're just like looking straight ahead. They're running off of the third circuit computer, the third chakra, pure mental, right? And without the others to balance it, have we talked about the chakras with this group? Adam, I know you and me, I mean, we go all day about the chakras, but I'm not sure that we've talked too much about it on the family. I know we went through like a chakra clearing. Yeah, dude, the mental computer people are very uncomfortable because they're uncomfortable. Because when you're looking in their eyes, you feel how awkward they feel. Oh, chakras. This is a chakra, which is much different. Chakras. Okay, you saw the Udemy course. Cool. So the chakras are your energy centers in your body, to put it very simply. They are basic energy centers. You've got 7 of them, major ones. You have more, but those are the 7 major ones. And we're talking more about the second one in the Guardian Alliance, which Adam and I are a part of. And if you guys want to check that out, go to guardian.is. Guardian.is. You can check out more about this, where we work with the chakras specifically for different aspects of our life. So when we talk about the emotions, we're talking about the second chakra, which is the weaver, right? Which is funny, I got orange on me now, which is the color of the sacral chakra, which is about emotions and sexuality and feeling, like everything we're talking about tonight. Yeah, I love it. Yep. This is a weaver talk. This is a weaver talk right here. So that's really the. Oh, Lucifer, dude, that's a good buddy of mine turned me on to them. They're pretty cool, I have to say. So that's the essence of sexuality, I think, is the openness to have an experience with emotions. And when we have openness to have an experience with emotions, we create bonds with people. Like, we're so afraid to feel around the other people because it might be awkward or weird or whatever, but when we finally do, it's like there's an intimacy and there's a bond there. You know, if it's with our guys, like we go through some intense training experience, you know what I mean? We go through some suffering, but there's a bond that comes out of that. If it's with a romantic interest, like even if you have awkward tension, that can create attraction, right? Another key principle, tension creates attraction. Polarity creates attraction. Like being willing to be yourself and them, they're their selves, and you're not the same, but you're interested in each other. And that's what creates that magnetic attraction, because you're interested to understand and feel what this other person is feeling, right? So, tension can be a great thing. And silence, as we talked about, can be a great thing. Where do we go from here, my friends? Well, I think we're coming up. Any other comments or ideas, insights you guys want to throw up? I'm literally just walking around. I just go in wherever I feel like going. I'm walking around this parking lot. I'm going around the Marriott right now, and I'm in San Diego. Yeah, we just finished an event, so I'm still here at the hotel, and yeah. But I'm gonna send you guys with a little little blessing action before we wrap tonight. And tomorrow, we're going to do some past life regression. That's been a topic that's come up a bunch. Dude, because hotels are where it's at. Hotels are where it's at. There's great energy at hotels. There can be. It's fresh. It's constantly being cleared and cleaned. And there's new people coming in, so there's always new energy. But we do our events at hotels, so for Spear. So, I'm going to leave you guys. Tomorrow we're going to do past life regression. I want to see all you guys there. I'm going to guide you guys on a meditation that's going to take you back and start to open up the gates. Yep. Oh, snap. The Westin Cadillac. Dude, that sounds amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm really wise in some ways, and in other ways I'm still learning. And I think that's all of us, you know? So my job is to share the wisdom that I have, and there's going to be other times when all of you guys are going to have the insight that I need, and that's how the family works, right? That's how this whole thing works. Guardian, Spears, family, the whole human thing we're doing, that's what it is. But I'm going to send you guys off a little freestyle blessing. I've been working on my music. We do Spear stuff like pretty often, like every couple weeks. But I'm going to send you guys off a little blessing freestyle. So I've been practicing music. I met a Hollywood producer promoter guy who likes what I do, and he's helping me go to the next level right now. So I am in training. He has been kicking my butt. It has been challenging as hell. And here's just kind of where I'm at right now. I'm sitting in the forge. The same pain that I have really deep down is yours. Cause we're all emerging. See, we're now on all fours. And we're about to walk in and go and blow down the doors. I came in here and I revamped the whores. Turn them into divine goddesses. The hottest shit. Yeah, you know what it is. Acknowledge it. About to take you here to college and polish it. Get you sparkling like the diamonds of our minds. Everything aligns and all of us up in time. It's a whole family. It's a whole grind. And like I said before, if it's yours, if it's mine, if it's truth, then it's fine. But everything else is not there. I'm about to disappear. Cut off my hair. Become a soldier. Temporarily. Pretend that I'm not aware. Then flash back into reality. Damn, I got scared. Came back to my magi self. Put my D-backs hat on. That's a snake. That's the snake of rebirth. That's the snake that sits upon the earth. That's the snake that truly hurts. That's the snake that goes and tells you what you're worth. That's the snake that breaks you down and then gives you a whole new girth. So you know I'm heavy in this game. Been thrown down to earth, yeah, born from the flame. My dragon star brothers and we both came down. We learned what it was like to live without the crown. And in times we will reveal ourselves, but not now. Right now we all just party upon the ground. And I know you feel this shit, and I know you feeling it now, cause I be feeling it real, and I be feeling it proud, and I think we could get along, I think we can make it loud, I think the whole world's gonna know what we all about. Whoop! F Serpent, your boy. I love you guys. Alright, and if you guys wanna follow me on other stuff, thank you. You can go to fserpent.com. I'm starting to update it more. I'm starting to update it more with more stuff. And if you can always search me on SoundCloud, F Serpent. You can find all my music on there. F Serpent on SoundCloud. I love you guys. Past life regressions tomorrow. Going down the rabbit hole, son.